In one's search for the essential, one soon realizes one's inadequacy and the need for a guide or a teacher. This implies a certain discipline, for you are expected to trust your guide and follow implicitly his advice and instruction. Yet the social urgencies and pressures are so great, personal desires and fears so powerful, that the simplicity of mind and will, essential in obedience, are not forthcoming. How to strike a balance between the need for a guru and the difficulty in obeying him implicitly? Maharaj, what is done under pressure of society and circumstances doesn't matter much, for it is mostly mechanical, mere reacting to impacts. It is enough to watch oneself dispassionately, to isolate oneself completely from what is going on, what has been done without minding blindly may add to one's karma destiny, otherwise, it hardly matters. The Guru demands one thing only: clarity and intensity of purpose, a sense of responsibility for oneself. The very reality of the world must be questioned. Who is the Guru, after all? He who knows the state in which there is neither the world nor the thought of it. He is the supreme teacher. To find him means to reach the state in which imagination is no longer taken for reality. Please understand that the Guru stands for reality, for truth, for what is. He is a realist in the highest sense of the term. He cannot and shall not come to terms with the mind and its delusions. He comes to take you to the real. Don't expect him to do anything else. The Guru you have in mind, one who gives you information and instructions, is not the real Guru. The real Guru is he who knows the real, beyond the glamour of appearances. To him, your questions about obedience and discipline do not make sense, for in his eyes, the person you take yourself to be doesn't exist. Your questions are about a non existing person. What exists for you doesn't exist for him. What you take for granted, he denies absolutely. He wants you to see yourself as he sees you. Then you will not need a guru to obey and follow, for you will obey and follow your own reality. Realize that whenever you think yourself to be is just a stream of events, that while all happens, comes and goes, you alone are the changeless among the changeful, the self evident among the inferred. Separate the observed from the observer and abandon false identification. Questioner. In order to find reality, one should discard all that stands in the way. On the other hand, the need to survive within a given society compels one to do and endure many things. Does one need to abandon one's profession and one's social standing in order to find reality? Maharaj, do your work. When you have a moment free, look within. What is important is not to miss the opportunity when it presents itself. If you are honest, you will use your leisure fully. That is enough. In question on, in my search for the essential and discarding the unessential, is there any scope for creative living? For instance, I love painting. Will it help me if I give my leisure hours to painting? Maharaj. Whatever you may have to do, watch your mind. Also, you must have moments of complete inner peace and quiet when your mind is absolutely still. If you miss it, you miss the entire thing. If you do not, the silence of the mind will dissolve and absorb all else. Your difficulty lies in your wanting reality and being afraid of it at the same time. You are afraid of it because you do not know it. The familiar things are known. You feel secure with them. The unknown is uncertain and therefore dangerous. But to know reality is to be in harmony with it. And in harmony, there is no place for fear. An infant knows its body, but not the body based distinctions. It is just conscious and happy. After all, that was the purpose for which it was born. And the pleasure to be is the simplest form of self love, which later grows into love of the self. Be like an infant with nothing standing between the body and the self. The constant noise of the psychic life is absent. In deep silence, the self contemplates the body. It is like the white paper on which nothing is written yet. Be like that infant. Instead of trying to be this or that, be happy to be. You will be a fully awakened witness of the field of consciousness, but there should be no feelings and ideas to stand between you and the field.